comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? That was a solid anti-air. Starts with a jump in. Fires off an overdrive bar. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player one chases them down. Knockdown. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two is in a tight spot right now. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown and player one creates a good corner opportunity. Going in. Burnout activates. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Oh, burnout triggered. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. They trade hits. Calls out their shot and responds with authority. Reads the jump in perfectly. Pokes with a medium kick. Plenty of help. Blocks the low kick. Back to jump in parry. Gotta do better than that. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. All the throw connects. Fades out the low kick. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Flashes the blue to stop the jumping. Nothing stops this train. Punish on reaction. Didn't hesitate going for the kill.
J'ai une douleur là. J'arrive pas à me concentrer là.
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Ah putain.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Checks with a medium kick. Jump. Caught in the cross-up. From up above. Checks with a projectile. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Frozen. What's next? Knockdown. Snares them. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the knockdown, and now, are we going to see some fireworks here? The jump in is denied. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. From up above. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Zones with the fireball. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Blocks the low kick. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They continue to battle, drops them. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Super armor! Cold and calculated! Fades out the low kick! They're in range! We're gonna see a jumping, experiencing burnout! So, what's next? Nice fireball! Closing moments of the match. Crowns them from above! Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. It flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Blocks the low kick. Low heavy. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Ooh, does him dirty. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 with a slight hit. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. Dangerous range here. Close range projectile. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Sets up with the jump in. Good parry. This is gonna hurt. Ugh, scuffle. Noticeable perfect execution with the anti-air. Nice fireball. Are they going low heavy? Are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Knew the throw was coming. Hits him with a stopping block. Strings it all together. Lots of aggression from both sides. Throws him down. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Sticks the jump in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. They trade. Very solid corner swing. All right, what's coming up next? One shot is all both fighters need to post. Player 1 bears the impact. Not KO.
That's fine.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. Bill wants to keep the ball rolling. The low heavy is denied. Blocks the low heavy. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 2, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Jumps, barely blocks the jump in. Drops him hard. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Knockdown and you've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Low heavy, but no go. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Quand c'est j'ai mal au dos là, putain. C'est à cause de ça, j'arrive pas à jouer là. Putain, j'ai une douleur là. Je sais pas d'où ça vient ça. Ça fait hyper mal hein. Le même douleur qu'il y avait 2 ans là.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Knockdown. Oh, with the drive impact. Throws him down. What's the play here? The jump in is denied. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Will that drive impact get punished? Protect the throw. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. The jump in catches them in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. What's their game plan here at this gets them? Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? not having the cross up. Goes for the jump in. Blocks it. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps in. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Hits him with a stop and pop. Going in.
Merde.
Jumps up. Life lead is there, but still hits the flatline zone.
Putain.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Solid anti-air. Barely throws him. A jump. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the overhead attack? Super arc low heavy. Jump. All in with a rush. Fades out the low kick. What's next? Keeps him out. Back into the corner. Breaks it. Amazing. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Gets the side switch. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Jump. Connects with
Merde.
Dangerous range here. And whiffs. They're wide open. Cross up. Ooh, what a smart throw. This thing has a bit of OD spice there. The next touch may decide this round. Are you kidding me?
Putain.
Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Avec cette douleur, j'arrive pas à me concentrer. Putain.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A jump anti-air in the clutch. The low heavy is denied. Both fighters want. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Throws him down. Knockdown. Starts with a jump in. The drive impact doesn't get from the punish counter, but it's still good. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Grabs him. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Still scrapping for control of the space. Barely blocks the jump in. They were right to be on guard there.
Putain.
Jumps? Both fighters planning something? How will they manage their drive gauges? Ooh, you net experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire crowns him from above. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive boost. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Oh, yo, raw super hit. Blocks it, throws him. Breaks the block with a throw. Keeps him out. Goes to the air. Connects with the throw. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. They both have full sets up with the jump.
Merde.
Looking for a chance. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. A jump in with the drop. Put the exclamation. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Good presence of mind to pull the... Ooh, what a smart throw. Escapes the corner. The low's blocked. Fades out the low kick. Shakes things up with a fireball. Oh, you drops him hard. Looking for a hold. Sticks out a kick. Throw is denied. What a read. The shot pays off. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Finds the target. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Very solid corner switch. Gets the knockdown, and now Big, low, reaching heavy. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They trade hits, and now the quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Dashes forward. Blocks the big KO! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps up. Goes to the overdrive. Jumps in. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in, hits them with a soften blow. Their drive gauges are looking bare. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Putain, je sens que je suis un peu malade là.
Another fight is coming your way.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, whiffs the grab. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? From up above. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player two chases them down. Right lead opens up. Very solid corner slash. Uses the parry. The kick hits! Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big, low, reaching heavy. Throws them. What's next? A little too greedy there. Headbutt. Both fighters planning something? Player two will look to apply pressure here. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Nice! Double parry. In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Long low attack hits. Starts with a jump in. Gets the jump in. The jump in catches them. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads them. Takes a trip. Were they baiting them into that? Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive switch. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. A quick breather. Each hit is in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Reads the command grab. Just out of range for that throw. Blocks it. Pops him with a shorty. Going in. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters planning something? The low heavy is denied. Shows a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Their life is hanging by a thread. They pump the brakes on the impact, looking to plant them with a pile driver. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Sticks out a kick. The low's blocked. Close range projectile. The drive impact doesn't work. Connects.
Ah, putain.
Tensions are running high. Both of them can finish this now. Impact squash. Medium kick. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open with a pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Player 2 can build off this lead. Barely throw is denied. What a read. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Jumps. Uses their drive gauge. Player reads the throw and escapes. Jump.
Merde.
What now? Ooh, does them dirty. No, this is break them. They're in range.
Putain.
We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Waddle finds the target. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh my, the throw tech. Sticks out a kick. Crowns him from above. The throws. I can't. Are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Gotta do round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Checks with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Holds out with the block. Grabs them. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Picks the drive reversal. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. That's some big juicy damage. This is gonna be bad news. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. No time to waste. Hit target locked and scoop. No escaping that. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The low heavy's blocked. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Projectile to try and change the situation. Sticks the jump in. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In Ryu Ripper. Super clutch corner switch. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A quick breather. Player 2 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super ardent play in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things, but drops them hard. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can it reversal? Looking for a hole. Barely blocks the jump in. Burnout activates. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning something? Sends up with the jump in. Medium kick. What are they gonna do? The low. Uses their drive gauge. Player 2 is looking at a grip, wrecks them. Low heavy. All the throws.
Ah putain, enfoiré.
Looking to follow up after that target. This is gonna hurt. Pack your bags. What a finish.
Putain.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Putain.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Fakes out the low kick. Jumps in. Decides to meet them in the air. The jump in is denied. Checks with the projectile. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The low is denied. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Time's the only thing moving here. Reads them. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps in. Throws him. What's next? All right, what's coming up next? It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? They were not clear.
Merde.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From low heavy through, hits them with a stopping bomb. Jumps. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. They just want a super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. The low. Oh, here we go. Connects with the throw. Player punish counter sets the table. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open with the fireball. Who will come out on top in this final round? Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Hugs nothing but air. Reversal. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. They gotta press here to take advantage. The low kick hits. Player burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Next, that blocks the low kick. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Amazing.
Merde.
Low heavy. Keeps him up. Connects with the throw. Blocks that off. Block super hard incoming. Jump. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Gotta do better than that. Noticeable. This is gonna hurt. That's gonna leave him rattled.
Putain.
Pull that off. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. No good up high. Goes for the throw. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Plenty of life left. A full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Taking stock. Can't tech the throw? Box him with a target call. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets him. Player one on the boards first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Jumps up.
Merde.
The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Jump. Smart play with the throw. Going in. Blossom. The throw missed. Brushes that off and keeps going. Are we gonna see a cut? Rising uppercut. Player one has the chance to win the round if they can put the lows block. Manages to block, closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open, ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Zones with the fireball. A jump, anti-air in the clutch. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. A jump in. Low heavy. This can lead to some big damage. Drops them from the air. Connects with the throw. Hits the drive. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Who will set the bait at this range? Jacq with a sandblast. Medium kick. The drive impact doesn't work. Noticeable life lead.
Merde.
What were they thinking? Player two can't win this without pulling and tries to make something happen with an open projectile hit. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Starting the action off with some fireballs. Gets the cross up. Tries to bait him with the projectile. The low heavy hits. Opts for the throw. What's the play here? Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. The jump in is denied. Takes a trip. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use hits them with a stop and pop? Launches with a Tenku kick? Solid combo. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Both fighters knocked them out of the air. The low kick hits. A parry? Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Reads the jump in perfectly. And excuses their drive gauge. Oh, block twist. Gets them with a quick low kick. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Good anti-air. Starts off zoning with fireballs. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Well-timed corner switch. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Not having the cross-up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Grabs him. Takes a... Ooh! Lands a rising uppercut. Looking for a chance. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Awesome! Spending that drive gauge. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. We are at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Drive it back missing.
Yeah.
A jump? A real all-in with a rush. Okay, here KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Medium kick hits. Decides to meet them in the air. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with.
Merde.
In that dangerous burnout state. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump-in is denied. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 2 chases them down. Sure you can? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Okay, Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Holds out with the blocks. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 chases them down. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. Sneaks in above. A parry? Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Risky up-close scrap still going. Drops them from the air. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Shuts that down with a parry. So, what's next? Their abs blocks the low kick. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Shows a medium kick. Takes in the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Breaks the block with a throw. The last round. It's now or never. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. But feeling all in with a rush. Both fighters knocked them out of the air. The low. What now? Cross super hard incoming. The super doesn't hit. Next, more fuel to the fire to put them up. Takes them down with a tail rider. Time for some ground and pound. Good. They're hurt big time. Throws them. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Links it. Both sides willing to risk it for the overdrive. What are you jumping in for? Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
marcher ça.
A new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throws him down. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Definitely saw that counter coming. Trips him up. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Fires off an overdrive. Alright, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Life lead opens up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Overhead in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 chases them down. A quick breather. Big throw.
Merde.
Throw leaves them wide open. What'll happen here? Smart play with the throw. Jump. Still slugging it out after smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Nice counter. Are we gonna see burnout? Did they mean to do that? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 has to send the bar on up to Kosho. What were they thinking? Player, no way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uh-oh. Falls short. Goes for the fireball. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. What are they thinking here? Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive game. They'll need to be very careful here. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 chases them down. Okay, creating some space here. Throws them. What's next? From up above. Goes for the fireball, which is very... burnout activates. A quick breather. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen here? You've got to be mindful of Reek. Knocked them out of the air. Ooh, Ooh, what a smart blow!
Merde.
Looks like they want to put a noose to the excellent block. Fights out of the corner. That tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Drives it back, misses. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? What are they gonna do? Oh, Benson on the fireball. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open, sets up with the jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here?
Merde.
Uses their drive gauge. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Full S hits him with a stop and pop. Super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Shinryu. Repta. What's next? Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Drops them from the air. Player 1 plus anti-air. The low. Flatline gun. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that window. Goes in with a drive impact to start. Beats off a fireball up close. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. All right, on dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Had the radar up and running. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. The drive lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Misses the drive impact. Okay, creating some space here. Oh, could be the start of something. Doing some quick planning? They both have full drive gauges to work with. Takes a trip. Jumps up. Oh, they're in the corner now. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 will need to play experiencing burnout. Whip! They're wide open! Ooh, what a smart blow! Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that. The low kick hits! Both at the low! That closes it out! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is, he tries to make something happen with an overdrive out. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Both fighters are standing firm. Crowns them from above. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Super! That's what we want to see. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? The drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Close range projectile. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Blocks the low kick. The low kick hits. Player 2 is in a bit breaking the shins with the low head. Noticeable luck? Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, pop that.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of space between the two fighters. Who will decide to close the gap? Deftly shuts out the jump in. There's a corner switch. Still slugging it out here. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Jump in finds the mark. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. The jump in is denied. Big low reaching heavy. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Gets the jump in. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Jumps. Hits them with a stopping block. Their spacing is so on point, they can't squander this punish counter chance. Both fighters planning something? Perfect input on the sonic boom. Throws a fireball. Blocks the impact. Sonic boom. Jumps in. What'll happen here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Checks him with the boom. Looking for a chance. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Jump drive, in fact, misses. He's on the flash to get them out of a jam. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Pumps the brakes on the impact. What were they thinking? This is a quick action out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
Flatline zone.
Yeah!
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. A jump. Sonic boom. Picks up the counter. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Nice counter. Both fighters somersault kick to take them head on. Oh man, this is a scary range. The low. Both sides. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Low heavy. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Amazing. Yo, critical art now. Spreads them with the critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win. Are you kidding me?
Putain. La chance qu'il a eu, quoi.
Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. They exchange blows. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 chases them down. What's the play here? No go for the throw. Takes a trip. Misses the drive impact. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Heading in burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sonic boom. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here, showing some real tenacity. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until it bears the impact, not letting that go unpunished. Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 will have to deal with this danger. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Drops them hard. Jump bears a burnout. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Doesn't set the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit with or even charge in. Tricky territory here. Checks with a projectile. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Takes a trip. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Knockdown. Nails the anti-air. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? With the life gap experiencing burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Gotta be careful, drags it, cleanly. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From up above, who's going to start things off? Hits him with a stop and block. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Blocks the impact. Oh, what's this? Baiting them into that? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 will look to... burnout activates. In there. Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Nothing but air for the impact. Will the drive parry here open things up for him? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Below heavy hits. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? From up above. Caught in the crossover. Takes a trip. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They need to rely on their instincts here. In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Get in a Hadashi. Solid combo. Shoryuken? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Unfazed by the switch and block. Knockdown and nice counter. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Medium kick hits. And whiffs! They're wide open! Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the burnout? But they may have a plan here.
Putain.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Any throw will whiff at that range. All the throw connects. They were right to be on guard there. Target combo into... Ooh, you never know what can happen. Nothing stops this train. It burns out. Oh, we're going full third strike with a callback to Yokusen. Oh, here we go. Player 2 flipping the script with a turnaround super. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe.
Yeah.
Amazing. Stance change. Anti-air in the punch. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta knock them out of the air. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that slick overdrive pistol there to call them out. They are done! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Oh, blocks the cross up. Reaches out with the lightning kick. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive damage. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 chases them down. They were looking up. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 heats it up with a comp KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Had the radar up and running. Great work finding the opening. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 has the meter lead. Somehow pushing, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious, hits the air throw. Throws a fireball. Goes into the stance. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What? Oh no, they're stunned. Both fighters, smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Drops him hard. Player low heavy. There's a burnout. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. So fast.
Yeah.
Oh, plot twist. Medium kick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hazashi! Who will come out on top in this final round? Experiencing burnout. Sets up with the jump in. Sykes with this is gonna hurt. SPK hit. Crowns him from above.
Merde.
Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Low heavy. Amazing. Using the drive gauge. Bring in the heat. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. This might be a pivotal super arc. They're not getting close to the low. Ugh, take a clutch anti-air. Ooh, does them dirty.
Putain.
Player 2 clinches the win.
Moi,
But that
le
could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shakes things up with a fireball. Barry hits him with a stop and pop. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. All right. Holds out with the block. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive goes for the super arc? Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Shoots off a fireball up close. Big, low, reaching heavy. Gets in a Hazashi. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Jumps in. In there. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Jumps? Are we going to see some fireworks? Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Jumps up. Big, low, reaching heavy. Drive gauge hits the air throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Jumps in. Parries hits him with a stop and pop. Reaches out, uses the gauge for a super arc. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, block KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Elite knocked him out of the air. Big throws. Jumps, anti-air in the clutch. The drive impact doesn't work. They put the smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. All the throws.
Merde.
What now? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 2 is in burnout. Raw super hard incoming. Taking chunks out of each other here. This could lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Close range projectiles. Sets up with the jump in. Escapes the corner. Oh, block twist. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Got him, are you kidding me? Player 2 reaches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Misfire with a drive impact. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Ooh, what's this? Decides to spend the meter to open up for more chances. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Projectile to try and change the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
Merde.
Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 in trouble with the burnout activates. There's the impact. KO. Player 1 takes a round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 has the life advantage. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They trade hits. Pops them with a shorty. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Superb reaction, experiencing burnout. Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jumpings at this range. Throws a projectile to zone the pumps the brakes on the impact. Goes to the air. Blocks the low kick. Blocks it. Life lead is there. Clutch, anti-air. They're in range. We're gonna see it. Denies the jump in attempt. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 chases them down. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Punish counter. This could be something big. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner.
Yeah.
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Anything could happen here. Blocks the low heavy. Shoots off a fireball up close. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Big counter. Takes a trip. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That's the jump. Hits them with a stop and pop. Zones with the fireball. You've got to be mindful of, were they baiting them into that? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably sick with a chance to score big here. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Put back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Jumps in. Jumps. Knocks them out of the air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Both sides getting ready. Looking for a check. The drive impact method finishes them with a drive impact. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. it looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. Had the radar up and running. All right, what's coming up? Ah, burnout activates. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. Overdrive arc. Player one has a slight life lead. Quarter makes it. Oh, burnout triggered. Shibujura hit. Good damage on that. Both fighters planning something? Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Goes for the jump in to start. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Nails it. All the throw connects. Drops that off. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Drops them. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Drops them hard. Both sides. Wow, reads the counterattack. Throw is the low. Denies the jump in. Player one cannot dump them.
Il est trop d'énergie.
Player two is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That combo did decent damage. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Got their eye on the air. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw. Takes a trip. Gets the knockdown, and now this is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Shows a medium kick. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Barely blocks the jump in. Oh God, this is tense.
Merde.
This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide KO.
Putain.
Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who brushes that off and keeps going? Got their eye on the air. Snares them. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Big throws. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Very slick with the combo. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Checking their reactions with a fireball? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Attempts to break the barrier with a fireball. Jump! Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The low! Whip super arts into play. Low heavy. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Hits the drive. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Excellent damage on that.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Big parry. It is over.
Putain.
Player two made some smart moves there. Great game.
Shit. Putain, Quand ils sont god, ils se protègent beaucoup, les mecs. Putain.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Got it. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
You can.
The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The low kick connects. No good on high. Throws him down. Trips him up. Sticks the jump in. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Player one KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump in is denied. The low doesn't connect. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stock. Manages to block the jump in attack. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Sneaks in above.
Merde.
Breather. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jump. The low. What'll happen here? Reads the jump in perfectly. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Jumps. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Medium kick. Breaks the pin-axe with the throw. Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Both are ready to pull the throw zone.
Merde.
Amazing. Jumps. Here, forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn. Player two with the rhythm. Crowns him from above. Over in a flash.
Putain. Il a joué bizarre, le gars, là.
Find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Smart play with the throw. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the jump in. Player two with the life lead. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Knockdown. Drive reversals can get you out of tough jams like that. From up above. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Where is their opening? Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. This is gonna be bad news. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out?
Merde.
Jumps up. What'll happen here? Player one can build off this lead. Smart play with the throw. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Going in. Oh, burnout triggered. Jumps. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Manages to block the K. Oh. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The jump-in is denied. No good up high. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the set of perfect read to get the finish with the low attack? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump-in is denied. Goes to the overdrive. The jump-in catches them. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? What'll happen here? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Hits them with a stop and bob. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Their spacing is so on point right now. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Life lead is there. There's the impact. Not in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Deftly shuts out the jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they put each other on the edge? Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Below heavy hits. The jump in catches them. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Caught in the crosser. Gets them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Takes them all the way to the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Mexican Typhoon! Going in. Jumps in. Crowns him from above. All the throw connects. Knockdown and life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Cleared for landing. Gets a risky puff in. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of the... What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Was looking for that jump attack. Caught in the crosser. Well-timed command throw there. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Stays cool in counters. All right, what's coming up next? Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The jump-in is denied. perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Holds out with the block. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Sure you can? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Both fighters planning something? Gets a risky buff in. Whips with that huge attack. Quick breather. Player experiencing burnout. Big throws. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. What'll happen here? Player 1 with knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Not much life left, but they're drawing to KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Je vais arrêter là. Hein.